Okay, here's some help on the circles homework. So for numbers 1 through 3, we're going to find the equation in standard form, and the standard form equation of a circle is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared, where the center is hk and the radius is r. Okay, so for each of these examples then, we're going to just put the center values in for h and k and the radius value in for r. So for number 1, we have x minus 0 quantity squared plus y minus 0 quantity squared equals 6 squared, and we simplify that. So it's x squared plus y squared equals 36. And I'll graph it in a minute. For number 2, we have the same idea, so x minus negative 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals 4 squared, and we simplify that, so we have x plus 2 quantity squared plus y minus 5 quantity squared equals 16. And then same idea for number 3, x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus negative 4 quantity squared equals 7 squared, and we simplify that, and we have x minus 5 quantity squared plus y plus 4 quantity squared equals 49. Okay, let's graph number 1. So we have center 0, 0, and radius 6. So we can just be kind of lazy about it. Just draw a circle and then mark your axes after that. We went out 6. And then for number 2, so center negative 2, 5, and then radius 4. Okay, so we're going to have to go up as far as 9, I think. Let's make a mark at a height of 5 and a mark at a height of 10. So something like this. So center negative 2, 5. And then from there we're going to go up 4 and down 4, right 4 and left 4. And then you can connect those and you have your circle. Okay, number 3, center 5, negative 4, radius 7. Let's go like this. Let's say this is 5, 10, negative 5. Okay, 5, negative 4, and then we're going to go up 7, down 7, right 7, left 7, and connect those. And there's our graph. 4 and 5. Here's a graph, and we're going to find the equation of the circle in standard form and general form. So looking at number 4, we can tell that the center is going to be 3, 1. And then we can tell that it's 2 units from the center to any of those 4 points that are shown, so the radius is 2. So that means our equation is x minus 3 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared equals 2 squared, which is just 4. And then from number 5, we can tell that the center is going to be negative 2, 2. And the radius is 2. So substituting those numbers in, we have x minus negative 2 quantity squared plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 2 squared. Simplify that and we get x plus 2 quantity squared plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 4. Okay, now we also want general form. So to get general form, we're just going to multiply everything out. So for the first one we have, when we multiply x minus 3 times x minus 3, x squared minus 6x plus 9. And then when we multiply y minus 1 times y minus 1, y squared minus 2y plus 1, and that equals 4. And then for general form, we put the x squared term first, and then the y squared term next, and then the x term, and then the y term. And then when we add all of our coefficients together, we have 9 plus 1, and we're going to subtract 4 to get them all onto one side. So that gives us 6, and then we have equals 0. So we have our standard form, and we have our general form. Okay, let's find the general form for number 5. So we multiply it out. X plus 2 times x plus 2 is x squared plus 4x plus 4. Y minus 2 times y minus 2 is y squared minus 4y plus 4, and that equals 4. X squared first, y squared next, 4y next, excuse me, that's an x, I know my alphabet, minus 4y next, and then we add the coefficients together and subtract the 4 from both sides, and we get plus 4 equals 0, and there's our general form. 6 and 7, convert the equation to general form. You know what it's supposed to say? It's supposed to say convert the equation to standard form. Oops. And then give the center and radius. Okay, so this is where we use completing the square. So we rearrange the terms first. We have x squared plus 6x plus something to complete the square, plus y squared plus 8y plus something to complete the square. Subtract the 9 to get it out of the way. We're going to end up doing number 7 somewhere else. And then whatever we added to the left, we add to the right. So to complete the square for x, take half of 6 and square it, we get 9. To complete the square for y, take half of 8 and square it, we get 16. Then add 9 and 16 to the other side. And then write the expressions in factored form. So we have x plus 3 quantity squared plus y plus 4 quantity squared equals 16. So there's our standard form. The center would be -3, -4, and the radius would be 4. So that was 6. Okay, for 7, same idea. Let's put the x squared term and then the x term and then leave a space to complete the square. Then the y squared term and then the y term and then leave a space to complete the square. And we already have the -4 on the right, so that's good. And then add the numbers that we added to the left. So to complete the square on x, let's take half of -4, and that's -2, and square it, that's 4. To complete the square for y, half of 12 is 6, square it, that's 36. So we're adding 4 and we're adding 36 to the right side as well. So the factored form is x minus 2 quantity squared, and the factored form for y is y plus 6 quantity squared, and we add all the numbers on the other side and we get 36. So we have our standard form. And the center is the point 2, -6, and the radius is 6. And that's it. Yay!